Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another live stream where I'm about to press the air horn button. That woke you up, right? Guys, welcome back right now where we are continuing our adventure of creating the greatest subway, or at this point, light metro lines, Hawaii has ever seen. The Fools Transport Inc. is real. Those Hawaiians are being transported right now. And we are making, I wouldn't say a lot of money, but we're definitely making some money right now. So hey, how you doing? What you fools been up to right now? Your boy is back again. And I am hyped for this live stream. Will I officially go bankrupt? We are going to find out. It's becoming very difficult to make money in Hawaii, but we will continue. We've got new lines that we created in the last stream, and hopefully we can take advantage of them. Oh, I'm ready for this, boys. I am ready for this right now. So if you guys are ready, sit back, relax, grab some snacks. Your boy is about to continue the adventure.
At Money Cash 1607 has become a fool.
What's going on, Money Cash? Appreciate it right now, you damn fools. 4 months to go. Oh my goodness me. That is wild, you damn fool. That is wild right now. Blame Ryan for all this. Blame Ryan. Right, I'm going to get the game all loaded up right now, which shouldn't take too long, boys. It's a pretty quick game to load up. Oh, bam, there we go. And we're going to load into Hawaii. There we go. Let's do this, boys. Let's do this right now. So I've got to remind myself where we kind of low-key finished off. So let me just let this run through.
At Lambo Life 13 has
we've got
become
some
a
shenanigans.
fool.
Light
Can I be
mode.
Employee of the Month again, please? Second, when is the next God Fool Q&A? Finally, it's my birthday next week on Friday.
Well, happy birthday, Lambo. You damn fool. When you... Oh, next week Friday? So you mean a week Friday? Is that what you're saying? Dark mode. It should be coming soon, Lambo. Do not worry, sir. Do not worry. And yes, you can be Employee of the Month. You damn fool. Appreciate it right now. Yes! Lambo is finally going to be 65. Happy birthday, old man, for next Friday. Happy birthday right now. Light mode is so much better than dark mode. Literally, Money Cash is the only person who thinks this. You ready, guys? Flashbang! Right, so let me just get to grips with what we did last episode. So last episode, we incorporated... Well, we tried to incorporate the train loop, and it didn't go to plan. So... we settled for the yellow line extension, which is pretty nice. It accesses a few areas, but it does need to extend and continue and hook up to other places. So we'll get onto that today as well. And we obviously incorporated the brand new green line, which is going to do a horseshoe. And then didn't we have planned to do another horseshoe? I think we did, which was going to be up here, come down, and then go that way as our way to get passengers north and south rather than just east and west. East and west. So now, didn't you say you prefer light mode? Yes and no. Yes and no. I never prefer light mode on anything. But the only reason I prefer light mode, well, I don't prefer it. The only reason I kind of like light mode in this game, because it reminds me of looking at Google Maps. That's the only reason. But outside of this, no, it's dark mode all the way. Dark mode all the way, boys. Beautiful. Beautiful. My eyes physically came out for a second. I'm going to be 51, Lambo. Oh, you're so old. You're so old right now. So, let's see then. I think, right, we should first focus on finishing up the green line extensions, because I have a sneaky suspicion they will be the cheapest. Now, I'm going to do an experiment, guys, okay? I'm going to do an experiment. I like to do experiments. We're going to do experiments right now. My eyes are burning. Listen, blame Money Cash, all right? Money Cash, when are you going to stream this game so everyone can watch you in light mode? I used to have Discord light mode until one of my friends literally took my phone and changed it. Is your YouTube in light mode, Money Cash? Or have you got that on dark mode? So yeah, where is the air horn for my Memby milestone? Right, okay, listen. I'll give you an air horn for your Memby milestone, and it's because it's your birthday. But because you're turning 52, I'm going to give you a womp. There we go. There we go. What did I miss? When did you study this map? Wait, what? You thought what? What's YouTube dark mode? Right, you should be banned. You should be banned, Money Cash. That is highly illegal right now. That is highly illegal. Right, what we're going to do, boys, is we're going to do a nice little experiment. Now, I am going to raise the ticket price to $10. I know this sounds completely wild right now, but I'm in this predicament where I need a bit of cash quickly, and I don't really want to keep getting loans. I'm going to raise it by $10. Now, I'm very well aware that I'm going to lose passengers, but like I've said before, as long as the money we make extra from the people who continue to use our transit system outweighs the money we lose from passengers who feel like it's too expensive to continue buying a train ticket, then it's win-win, boys. It also decreases congestion on the trains. Right, we'll see how long $10 can keep us going. We'll see how long $10 can keep us going for. What the time for him to bankrupt himself? Once I'm comfortable, I'll reduce the ticket price. I experimented this in my Chicago map, and sometimes I actually lost money from increasing ticket prices. Damn. Well, that's because at that point, you have too much of an extensive network. Damn. Cynic, if you don't admit I'm turning 15, I'll paint my plush's grey hair. Fine, you're turning 15. 15-1. What? What did I miss? When did you study this map? I don't even know what that means. When did I study this map? What are you talking about? I didn't learn anything. I'm a fool. Right, so let's see where these green lines are going to go then. Let's start with these extensions. So, in terms of workers... Ooh, okay. That's where that other line that I'm going to create a U shape is going to go up. This one's going to kind of go up here slightly. And I want it to kind of select these bigger red bubbles going around. So as it crosses through, I think I'm going to make it do a diagonal. And that's it. What did I miss? When did you start this map? About 3 streams ago. Which is wild. Was it 3 streams ago? I think it was 3 streams ago. Or was it 2 streams ago? I've lost track of how long we've been doing this map right now. So... I've got to remember, we are elevated on this map. So we're going to have a stop there. We're going to have it come down. Now, I'm going to make it... Ooh. I could do it across like that. Which I think will be... Right, let me pin the demand. I always forget to pin the demand. Right, there we go. Let's do some shenanigans. That's better. I'm 15 full. Finally got it right. Yeah, 15... times 4. Lol. Right, so I want it to kind of come down here and then turn to go up. So I could hypothetically do a station here, but that's going to make that turn a little bit too tight unless we do the station on a diagonal. So coming up there. Now I want the whole thing to go diagonal because there is some beautiful big bubbles that we can kind of pick up. So I'm not too bothered about the infrastructure here, to be quite frank. Yeah, boy, doesn't even care. Right, we'll put this one here. It's all elevated. It's all elevated right now. So bam, bam, bam. But then again, there is some beautiful stuff up here. So I'm going to undo that. And what I'm going to do is I'm then going to run you here. And then end it with this one there. Right, deal with it, okay? Deal with it right now. Deal with it. Literally, everyone has stopped using the metro. No, that's a lie. They will continue to still use my metro. It's a beautiful metro system. Can I... Oh! Wait. Oh, I've built the wrong stations. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I forgot we're doing light metro. I built the wrong stations. I did think they were a little bit long. I did think that. Right, so that's obviously going to go here. And then we're going to have one going there. And then we are going to have one then going there. Yeah, we'll call it like that. We'll call it like that right now. So build tracks, bam, 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 bam. That's not able to wiggle around as nice as we would like it. There we go. Bring you down a bit and then bend you in. Right, now we should have the freedom to do what we like because there's no buildings stopping us and ruining our party. Nice. Apart from that building right there. So if I just kind of slightly bowed it to then turn it in. Right, that extension will do. That extension there will do. Gets us to the important bits that we kind of really care about. And it will make the green line make more money. Nice. Nice. So how much is that going to cost us? 237 million.
Damn fool.
Right, let's commit to that bit. Oh no, we need a crossover.
Iceman 50 has become a fool.
Iceman.
All for the metros. Elvis is still top and he is not on Discord lol.
What a fool. Elvis has left the building. What a damn folio right now. What a damn folio. So Nick, I am 15. Or is your hair grey by saying I'm 51 or 65? Listen, I didn't say nothing. I said you're 15. Times 4. Right. Let's extend the green line. So we'll extend the green line for now until we're able to afford to do the other side. So get all this done. Bam, bam. And then put it on the right-hand side there. Wha-bam. And that is sweet, mate. So that unlocks quite a lot of new area. We'll increase the train frequency. We need to buy more trains. Of course we do. I got 75 million. We'll buy 50 million's worth of trains. And boom. Boom. Nice. Right, as you were, train lines, as you were. So that gives the green line right now not only the importance of being a line that crisscrosses a few lines, but then it has its own little extension at the minute, which it will then extend on the left-hand side going further up. So it becomes quite it has its own meaning then, apart from just being a connecting line. Has its own meanings, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Now, are we seeing much of a difference with the fact that I raised the ticket price to $10? So here's our operational profit. Now, if I notice that my operation... Oh, it's going down. Wait, do I still have a loan? No, I don't have any loans. Right, let's just see what this day brings. Let's just see what this day brings to see if it was the right idea to raise it that high. If I'm losing any benefit, we'll find out. I have a feeling we're gonna be. I have a feeling we're gonna be. Have you been to Hawaii before? I've never been. I've never been. Bonjour says crazy. Get out of here, crazy. Oh, there's a train stuck on the blue line. Damn, that's wild. That is wild. Do we have any problemos on the blue line? Are we missing any stops that I don't realize we're missing? Nah. I would like to extend the blue line further, but I want to get everything all here concentrated on first. So, I feel like $10 was maybe a bit too much, but then again, I have spent a lot of money here. So does my operational profit take into account me spending the monies? I can't remember if it does or not. Because this is operational profit, not gross profit, or, you know, operational just means operating costs and operating profits. I don't think it takes into account train purchases or construction, if that makes sense. I feel like maybe lower it a bit. Blue line missing at the east, crossover on the green line. Blue line missing at the east, crossover on the green line. Was it really? Let me see. Edit the route. No, it's there. It's there. It's definitely there. I think you were seeing the plus signs for the green line station. Sonic is 100 million years old. Get out of here, you damn fool. Right, we'll start planning then this next extension here. And then the green line is done. And then I might put the ticket price down a bit. I might need to do it now. I might need to do it now. So workers, we're only really going up a couple of stops.
Donated £2. Mr. Seniac will go bankrupt and I will take over law.
You really think you're going to do a better job than me? The other one is missing. Right, you're talking jibber jabber right now. This one? Let me see. Right, you're talking jibber jabber right now. You said Kapula Avenue here. It's on both. You're talking jibber jabber. There is nothing. There is nothing. Stop lying, fool. We have it on here as well. Lies. We have it in every stop. You are foolish. Emperor Dizzy, you are foolish. If you meant over here, by the way, it's on the 2 middle. What about reducing the ticket price to make it more attractive to them? See, that's the issue we're going with. I'm doing an experiment at the minute. Because the idea is, I don't want to make it too attractive. Because the idea is, right... Okay, I am foolish. It was behind the green dot. The idea is, I have limited trains, which means I have limited capacity. So once all my trains are full, I can't get any more people on, which means I've then reached my cap of how much money I can make. So what I could do is I could raise the ticket price. Hold on. I'll explain this in just a
At
second.
Iceman50 donated £2. Hell yeah, I can do better than you lol.
Yeah, right, Iceman, you'll go bankrupt in your first train. Top Gun trains, I'd be scared for my life. So there's a limit to how much I can make because of my train's capacity. If I was constantly 100% full 24/7, I can't make any more money than that. So the idea is raise the ticket price, which then what comes with that is less passengers. Now, the idea is the passengers who remain using it, the more money, well, the additional money that I make on the passengers who keep using it, as long as that number outweighs the money that I lose from passengers no longer using it, then we're making more money. But there's a very fine line. And I don't think raising it to $10 was the answer. I'll bring it down to 8. We had it on 6 before. We're just finding that nice little balance. Top Gun bullet train. Oh, damn. What's the speed of Top Gun bullet trains? We need to know. We need to know right now. That could be a fast train. Right, I could make this go all the way up, which could be pretty good. It could be pretty good. So build a station, light metro. Oh, I keep forgetting to pin the demand. Pin the demand, you fool. Right, build station. We'll do one then just here. Wait, get out of here. I'll do one then just here. See, this is where it gets a little bit expensive because, like, the minimal amount of people there, is it worth it? I think I'm going to do one there and not go any further. So if you're up here, unfortunately, you've got to walk. You've got to walk right now. It's like being a true capitalist. Pfft, come on, boy. You think I'm running a train company for free right now? You think I'm here for a good time? No. I'm here to bankrupt Hawaii. Right, bring you down. And then nice little wiggle. Bam. Bam. Well, bam. Right, we'll go with that. Of course, I can't afford it, and I'm going to add my little crossover. Nice. And then I think we've committed to the green line, and that's how the green line is going to go. Not bad. Not bad. So to build that, I need 192 million. It shouldn't take too long now. It shouldn't take too long. 500 miles an hour. You've lost your mind. You've lost your mind right now. That was the Seniac wiggle low. Damn. Damn. Right. So in terms of route ridership, I'm going to turn the music down a little bit more. So we get to hear a little bit more of them sweet sounds of Subway Builder. Still minimal usages on the green line, but we are extending to a few new areas. But its main job is to transfer people from one line to another. Now, to save money, I'm going to do the second horseshoe line, only because I get to utilize existing rail. But, this is a big but right now. This is a big but. I'm going to have some problems and some troubles with this, because we haven't really geared ourselves up for this to work. Because of the 4-line stuff, but we'll figure it out. Green line could probably be the line that traverses the mountains and the northern towns. Ooh, it could be. I don't know how far I'm actually going to take this. I know we've got all this over here, so maybe it could... I mean, realistically, the train wouldn't go that way. It would go around. Because isn't this like a... It's not a volcano island, is it? Is Hawaii or the island that Honolulu's on, is it a volcano island? I know this is a big mountain in the middle, so I can't see the train going up and over. I mean, in this game, we can do it. It's more likely to go around. But, yeah. My idea for this next one, by the way, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to it because I've got a lot to explain. Let me just build these blueprints. Let me extend the green line again. Right, get right in so it's on both of them. And then go bam, bam. Whole arc. Oh, the whole of it is a volcano? Damn. When's the last time it erupted? Anyone know this? Can anyone Google this for me? Kind of interested now. Kind of interested. Right, one more train, one more train, one more train. Ooh, 2 more trains. Okay, that's how you want to roll. If that's how you want to roll. Right. They built a big highway through the mountain, so I assume a little metro could do it. Maybe. Maybe we could extend the green line to go further up. Or maybe a different line altogether. Who knows? Anyway, my next job is I want to, if I check the demand, there is a lot of demand on this little peninsula sticking up. And in workers, there's some workers here. So I want to create a horseshoe that does that as well. Now, the problem with this is I want it to come down and cross over the blue line, which is great. It will then connect up to the yellow line, which also shares the same tracks with the red line, which is never good news. I feel like we need to upgrade all of this stretch here to being 4 lanes, but we kind of can't do that. Kind of can't do that because that will be way too expensive. Now, if I did do that anyway, would it kind of come down here and then go up? I think so, because if you were down here and wanted to go over to there, you could kind of go to there and then switch to go up. The red line's going to meet the line again anyway. And it is the busiest and most populous area down here. Damn, son. It erupted while you're playing the game. It erupted because a bullet train was going too fast into the volcano. It crashed. Whose bullet train was that? Iceman. Fresh cut, looking sharp. I mean, damn, boy, damn. Right. We need to figure this out then. So I 100% cannot afford to upgrade that to a 4-lane system. Now, it would be ideal to have the the yellow line on the outskirts because I can share it with the new line coming in. It makes the transition so much easier. But it's a lot of money to spend. It is a lot of money to spend. Now, we are making more money by decreasing the ticket prices. I've only got to get 100 million in operational profit to unlock the $500 million loan. Not only would it be expensive, you'd have to guess how much it would cost, or else you'll destroy all means of profit from the airport. That is, again, 100% true. The only thing that would happen, though, is the blue line would have to pick up all the slack. So, what if it didn't come down here? What if it came down and went diagonal and then joined onto it on one stop there before it funnels its way through? Is that a potential option? Because, let's be honest, there is a few red bits down here. So I can kind of bring it down, cross there, get it to follow the highway in this road down. And then I want to hook it up on this yellow line, but then turn off to go up there, which will go to where the workers are in this area here. Because then I can cross over the yellow line to the red and blue on this way. I need that upwards line here. Oh, you can look at the residential areas. No, I know that. I know that. Otherwise, it might be another blue line situation where the line isn't serving as per thingy. What do you mean another blue line situation? The blue line is doing absolutely fantastic. 20,000 people, thank you very much. You know, it's only 3,000 behind my yellow line. And look how long my yellow line goes. Thank you very much. How dare you? How dare you say rude things about my blue line? Don't listen, blue line. Uncle doesn't know what he's talking about. He's going to hurt blue line's feelings. But at the same time, I don't have to run it on the same tracks. I could do it underground, like Emperor said, but again, too expensive. Too expensive. Too expensive. I'm going to run it down here and then get it to connect up to over there, because there's definitely ways in which I can kind of get it onto this connection. But I want it to touch this station, though. So I at least pick up one stop on the red line. Because I don't want it to be the only stop on the red line they connect on. It's over here. Damn, that red part in the west is surprising. Hey, right, listen. Have you just come here right now to hurt the feelings of my lines? Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Uncle, guys. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Listen, you're all beautiful in your own way. You're all beautiful in your own way. Right. I wanted to connect to here, but there is some big buildings in the way. So the next obvious thing would be for me to do is to split it off on the second station. So I think I might do that. Can I add Punch Bowl? Where was Punch Bowl now? I could, but I needed to connect to the yellow line because the yellow line is on the outside of the 4-lane. So when I get to over here, I can then split it. Oh, I don't really need to actually now thinking about it because I could. I could connect the after. That's actually a good point to run it up this way. Right, where were the workers? They were there. Okay, so do you know what? Do you know what? I think the green line is the one. Bring it in here. You might be onto something there. But then is that too many lines sharing this strip? But the important bit is, and this is why I wanted it here, because it eats more into these worker areas. I think either way, it's going to be awkward. Either way, it's going to be awkward, but I need to come down here anyway, like I said before, to get these guys down here, crossed onto the red and blue lines, going up, for it to make sense. Right, I'm just going to have to do... Yeah, I'm over-engineering. You are right there, Josh. I am completely over... Right, I'm just going to stick to my original plan. I'm just going to stick to my original plan. So, we're going to come off here. and then go diagonal to up here. So, right, I'm over engineering. Stop it, Seniac. I want to connect the station, which will eventually be here. Right. So from there, ooh, no. So off there, we're gonna have to do a. If I did a station here, and then I did a station just diagonal there, they're pretty close by. But then there we go. That's our system. Okay. What's going on, Boldo? It's got bonjour, says Meatball Joshi. There's Frenchman right now. Right. Let me now create the transition here. So I know this is a +5. So is this an easy one to build going this way? Yes. Is that too close to the station? I mean, the closer I get it, the better, I'm assuming. And then in. This is where the shenanigans now are. So if I go for a +10, we're all okay. So if I just go here, and then I'm hoping that bends round and then in. No, it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. Let me undo. Undo. Right, that's how we're going to have to do it, unfortunately. Because there's a building right there. That's the annoying part of it. There is a building right there. It might not be perfect, but it does what it needs to do. Could the proposed horseshoe be split into 2 different lines? It would be much simpler to build. How do you mean 2 separate lines? How do you mean 2 separate lines? What do you mean by that? I'm off work on Black Friday and I've been doing a lot of work on Farming Simulator 25. Plus, there's Season 2, Year 2 DLC package as well. Ooh, what they're adding in the DLC package. Also, Black Friday's coming up. Anybody seen any deals that they're going to be... I mean, I don't... It's not often I don't think I ever really spend money on Black Friday. Because I feel like it's a scam. The only time I spend money on Black Friday, right, is when I cancel my subscriptions to stuff that I have and then sign up for the Black Friday deal. So I get it cheap for another year. I do it with Adobe Creative Commons every single year. Right, that works. That works. Not sure on the season year 2, but we have to wait until the new DLCs get when they get released. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I don't spend money on Black Friday. Nah. I try to avoid it as much as I can. Right, we're going to have to do something interesting here now. So, where's the bend taking place here? Like the western branch of the horseshoe terminates at the green yellow trunk. In the west, and the eastern branch does the same at the eastern trunk. I get what you mean, but I feel like it's a bit pointless having 2 separate. It's going to horseshoe, like it's going to go start there, come down, and then go up to there. It's like the green line now. I don't need 2 separate lines on that. I can just bam, bam. I'm going to create a big W. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes first. I'm not really committed to anything anyway. So we'll just see how it goes. Right. We might have to go +10 here. Now, I can't go over those buildings unless I destroy those buildings. I don't really want to destroy buildings. That's the issue. Right, so build stations anyway. So if I built a station, let's say here, and then built the tracks. should allow me. So if I was going diagonal and came up this bit. Right. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. So there's our crossover there on the blue line. It's going to be a crazy 20-second frequency during rush hour. It's going to be like the London Underground, where at some points trains are coming in like every minute in rush hour. Right. Let's get close to the building. I'm sure the people living in that building won't mind a big train. Have I just done plus 10 on all of that stuff? Oh my goodness me, I have. That's one way to make it all expensive. Right, I know this station here has got to be plus 10. So there's not really much I can do about that. Everything else, though, minus 5. All right, put you there. I was then going to have one there. And I could make it go a little bit further. I'm gonna put it there. This is really pushing it. This is really pushing it right now. So where was I before I was rudely interrupted? Oh. Nice. 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 Right, this is going to be super expensive. Add the crossover. So it at least now gets us onto this system, which I'll make it then turn off to go up here. But I got to build it in stages. So the cost, oh my goodness me, the cost of that's 435 million. Right, someone take my credit card away from me right now. I'm spending too much money. I'm spending too much money. Right, I tried to get a PC on Black Friday, but found out it was red. Lol. What do you mean it was red? The dark side red? What do you mean, Iceman? See, I want to check your DMs. What have you sent me now? What is it? What is it? Tis it you? Oh, the DLC for Farming Simulator. Seeds that follow from the steel shades, life invades. Dry. Oh, and there's a new map coming as well. That's interesting. Very interesting. Right. While we wait for those pennies to come in, we are going to hopefully... See, this is now the interesting bit. Are we crossing this station into that station to make it easy to transition into this workplace here? Or are we making them go all the way up here? Well, let me get rid of you. So there's not really that much population up there, if anything. So I think we just terminate it at the worker area, maybe. Yeah. So I can bring it from there to cross over there, cross over that, but it's here is the issue. I'd have to create some seriously... I don't need to add a station to that because they're going to stop and cross and, switch on this. I just got to make sure that my lines are enough to attach to this. And that's going to be the real pain. Pretty characteristic of our IRL. It's like one of the coolest metros in the US. I have never seen what it looks like in real life. I should really check it out, shouldn't I? It might give me some inspiration. Right, let me figure this out. Because the other option is I can make it come off a lot sooner somewhere else. I'm not like guaranteed to that, but while I'm waiting for the money anyway, I want to play around with this. So if it's got to be all plus 10. So if I went plus 10 there, and I know that a single track, which way does this come off, by the way? Goes that way. So there is a moment where we can connect it there, but none of them buildings are going to like it. I don't really want to destroy buildings. If I went to a plus 15, still no. But I can't go any higher than a 15. So we're pretty much stuck on that. Unless we were able to run just slightly above this train station. Something like this. And then something like this. Right. This is one of those moments you didn't get the... Oh, I'm a fool, Iceman. I'm an actual fool. Now I've realized it. This is one of those moments where you need to hear me out, okay? Just hear me out right now. Hear me out, guys. Just hear me out right now. Ugh. Ugh. Right, delete those tracks. That building is hanging over. Right, put you just there for a second. So the single track would, and it's a very slow turn, by the way. 18 kilometers on the bend. 18 kilometers on the bend. Oh, I was off on the radius by 1. $14 kilometers on that bend. That is difficult. So we're able to cross into there. So I'm just going to find my transition. No. No. Right, undo. So this is going from a 5 to a 15. So undo. If I make the 15 here, undo 13, 14. Right, I'm trying to do it the smallest distance for it to work. Okay, undo. I don't want to get rid of this building. It's kind of going to be annoying, this. Right, undo. Let me just do it the different way. So if I go 10. Wait. So why was that a lot easier? I don't know. Right, I need now to delete this bit Build tracks. And then I need to bring this down. So we'll go for a 10. There we go. It's awkward. This makes no sense. No, it makes perfect sense, okay? It makes perfect sense. Leave me alone. Don't bully me right now. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Get out of here right now. Get out of here. So we'll add the station. Oh, that's not a station. Well, it was a station, not a parallel. Right, they're fairly close together. But it's so I can get that double little connection there. Now, I mean, the game bugging up that junction. Ah, yes, it is weird. It is weird. And then we'll end it with a beautiful stop just here at the university. So build tracks. Right, this is going to be fun now, isn't it? Oh no, don't do this to me. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. Nice. Running it down. Right, and then add the crossover there. And then the rest should be fairly straightforward now, shouldn't it? Should be fairly straightforward. Or not. Ta-da! Right, what colour do you think this line should be? And that's going to cost me 600 and... expensive. But this is going to change everything. Pink or purple? I think it should be pink. Me, personally, I think it should be pink. I think it should be pink. Right, this is going to be a beauty of a line. This really is going to be a beauty of a line. So it goes through a lot of the worker areas. I know there's a lot of stuff down here we're not really accessing. So this should open us up quite dramatically. You might want to say it first because you know what happens when it crashes. Damn! I know. It's not good news. It's not good news when it crashes. This line is an engineering marvel. They should hire me. I should design transit lines. I really should. Now, we do have the option to potentially extend this line further up if you want to access a few of these people around here. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That should be pretty much it. Right, okay. Wait for that money to now come in. How much are we making a day as we speak? Operational profit. So let's just call it almost 80 million. Almost 80 million right now. I think it will be soon my third time as top donny of the month, lol. Damn, Iceman! That role in Discord was made for you. Oh, we can get a $100 million loan. Do you know what? I'm going to issue that now so I've got the money. Build the blueprints. And then we'll pay off the loan as soon as we can. So, new line. Pink line. We'll go this pink. 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 Oi! Pink line. Light metro. Create. Pink line. Alright, edit the route. Start there. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question in just a moment, but I won't tell you what it is until I can show you some information. It's very important, this. Very important. Just give me one memento before I drop the question. So we actually can't stop here. We actually do not stop at this train station. The tracks are elevated above the train station, so we actually don't stop there. And if you're wondering, well, why not, Seniac? What about the people who want to transfer on that station? Well, that's the green line, and the green line travels to here, so they'll transfer on this station instead. So that's how it's going to work. All right, trains. 4 cars. I'm definitely going to need to buy some more right now, which I definitely cannot afford to. What do you mean, no service? Oh, wait. Wait. Why do we have no service on the pink line? Oh no, I think Baldo was right. I think Baldo was right. It's bugged out. No! Hawaii 2. Let me override this save. Let me load the save. I think Baldo was right about it bugging out. Yeah. It did bug out. It did bug out. So all I've lost is now the line. I've lost the lines. I've just got to re-pull it back in. I think Baldo might be psychic. Fire Eater, I think you're psychic right now. You knew it was going to break, which is kind of weird. All right, get all this in. Again, we don't stop here. The train tracks are elevated over the station. Nice. Confirm. Right, now it works. Now it works. I need to buy some more trains, guys. Buy a ticket right now. Right, we're going to have some issues on these lines because there's a lot of trains congesting through this little area, which is not a good sign. It's not a good sign right now. And if anything, it's going to go slightly against us. That's going to go against us with the amount of trains congesting through that line. Yeah, I told you, says Baldo. Oh, hold on. Route ridership. So the pink line has only now just started. What do we reckon? Do we think the pink line will overtake the green line? Have your say right now, guys. Have your say. Why do you only create one line per color? For example, you look at the real New York system, there are multiple lines per color group. Because I haven't run out of colors yet. Once I run out of colors, then I will start using the same colors. There we go. There we go. Once I run out of colors, I'll start using the same colors. Hell yeah, it will. Let's go. Let's go. Right. We'll see. We will see. He did jinx me, yeah. He did jinx me. Right, that's going to be so... I can't afford to upgrade that to 4 like tracks. But we really heavily need... It's a shame you can't do 6 tracks. That would be glorious. I mean, technically I could. If I did singular stations. If I did singular stations either side, I could kind of artificially create like a 6-station system. Or 6-track stations. Yeah. Yeah. Because it would be nice to have... I could have that as a 4. And then I can artificially... 3 parallel. That's also a good idea. I could actually do 3 parallel. Or 3 singles is what I could do. I could build one there. And then one next to it. And then one next to it. Maybe when we've got a little bit of money, that's how we extend and expand it. So all I would need to do is just build 2 parallels either side on this little strip, which means I then don't have to delete anything. Damn. Am I a genius or am I just stupid? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. Right. Has that mean I've got to pay off my loan, by the way. So we'll try and pay this off as quick as possible. We'll try and pay this off as quick as possible. So route riderships then. If anything, the green line has actually increased in numbers. Very interesting. Yeah, we're definitely going to do the whole single system. That will be better. I mean, would it be better to make the quad in the middle of the singular? It would be, but again, the problem is I don't have enough money. With my limited amount of money, and I mean limited amount of money right now in this Honolulu series, I can't afford to do the quad. And also, to delete all of this to put quads in means I have to remove all 3 lines running through it. And that's a pain. So it's a combination of no cash, gotta delete the lines to a certain extent to remove them off that track to then delete it. It's a pain, so it's my workaround. It's my little workaround. That's all it is. My little workaround to keep the existing infrastructure and just slightly add on to it. Yeah, it might cost me more money in like upkeep, but I can't afford to do it the proper way. So this line, let's just call it 95. By the time I've got 95 million, it should be under 95 million to pay off. How many years since I beat Santiago? Mad, I lost count. Damn, Baldo. Baldo, you've been here since you were 60, and now you're 70. So 10 years. 10 years. Right, line extensions will be playing a good role at some point. Mainly over on this side. Routing one of the lines on the southern road would be the only way with limited cash. Yes. But I'm going to do that little idea. I think it will kind of work out. But it's not a major issue at the minute. You know what I mean? I'm not like experiencing major issues. It's just more for the aesthetics, isn't it? That's all it really is for. I'm not experiencing major issues. Also, a quad station is a good start point for 4 lines. That way, no. Now. Got no cash. I got no cash full. I have quad lines. Look, this is when I had lots of cash. I got no cash, boy. I got no cash. Right. We are now struggling. Yeah, it seems the only bad during rush hour. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to worry too much at the minute. I don't think I'm going to worry too much. Now, incorporating line extensions to carry more passengers would be good. The pink line is on the way to catch up the green line, but I don't think it's going to overtake it, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then demand. So workers. I mean, all of these houses and stuff, and there's nothing there. We got to extend to over there, which is a little bit weak. That's where the money is, extending down here. These circles are slightly a little bit bigger. I don't know how I'm going to connect to over here. Wait, is there one random circle over here? Yeah, you're not getting any trains. Get out of here right now. So I think a blue line extension is probably the way to go forward first. Just to maximize the amount of passengers we can kind of carry. Yeah, and where does the blue line sit in the ridership? It's the third most used route. So maybe I could make that almost rival number one, the red line, with that extension. But it's what do I want though? What am I going for here? Am I paying off the loan or doing the extension? I think paying off the loan is important. Right, loan has now been paid off. If I can get my daily profit above 100 million, I can then issue the 500 million bond and then do a big expansion. But that's going to hurt my daily revenues because I'm paying interest. Anyway, I like to see the demand stats as well. So you can kind of see from these guys then, so they haven't really turned as blue as I would like. But it's all coming down to where they want to travel to. Like, they want to come to here, which, when you look at it, yeah, they are using my transit, but some of them are driving. Now, is that... Oh, no, I clicked on the wrong thing here. I clicked on the wrong thing. Is that because it's too expensive, maybe? That's not the right one. Is it you? Yeah. No, not you. Not you. Not you. Which one is it? Is it the bottom one? Yeah. So for them, it takes 43 minutes to walk, which is crazy considering some of them are walking. Although it takes 26 minutes to use the public transit system. But in terms of driving and parking, it's $5, $6, $7, $8. Or let's just call it $8.50. So it's a pricing problem. It's a pricing problem by the looks of it. So if I drop this down to $7, is that then enticing enough for them to use it? Wrong circle again, boy. So this was it? Could it entice people to start using public transit? We'll find out. We'll find out right now. We'll find out, boys. So what they're having to do here is jump on the red line down to there to switch onto the pink line to go back up. That's interesting. So I don't think we can do anything about that unless I built a better line. $6.70 might be more incentivize more use. It could be, but I'm not gonna cater just for these one set of people. I'm not too worried about them. The fact that they would like the fact that they're walking it means I'm going to be struggling either way. Now, it's different. It's now got some different stuff popping up. It's crazy that 1 in 4 people like to walk. Did you see the... yes, I did. I did. A 43-minute walk isn't too bad. Get out of here. I ain't walking that far. Walking downstairs to the kitchen's far enough for me. Hilarious. Right, let's have a look over here anyway. It's always nice to see the stats for the workers here. So you can kind of see where they mainly want to go. So we're definitely going to do the blue extension. That pink line should extend further up then in reality. Because I'm trying to cater more for the airport. It does make sense. So I reckon the blue line extension is probably what we go for first. Is it worker or just residential based? It's going to be mainly residential based. So we'll do one every so often. Yeah, that's because you don't touch grass. Listen, right, I'll be real with you right now. I bought a mountain bike yesterday. Right? So I can use my car less. And today I cycled to the store and cycled back. So we don't talk about how many hills I had to go up. I didn't realize how many hills there were going to be. And we don't talk about how halfway up the hill I had to get off my bike and walk to the top of the hill because my legs started hurting. We don't talk about that, okay? We don't even mention it. We don't even mention it. Right, let me figure this out. So I'll do a stop here. So these are going to be quite sparsely separated. We'll do a stop there. Oh, now we're getting to the good stuff. Okay, I feel like there could be a split here in terms of different ways. It would be nice to kind of cut through there. So if I did, for example, one here, and then we incorporated then the next one there. Right, definitely don't have enough money for all of this. So what am I even trying to attempt here with these expansions? Who am I kidding here? We should do this in stages. Right, build tracks, light metro, parallel. No, to go that distance, builds me the shortest distance. Straight down. Bam. Turn. And then in. So we'll drop a crisscross there. So we'll just take it to here for now. Before extending anywhere any further. Because money. That's going to cost me 235 million. Damn. How far? It wasn't the distance that was the issue. It's the fact that I had to go up this really big hill. Which, in my car, it doesn't seem as steep. It's one of those hills where it's like it's a decent gradient, but it kind of extends for a long period. So cycling up it, at some point, my legs started to burn. But coming down the hill, I'm not doing like 25 miles an hour going wee. I loved it, loved it. But yeah, get some more practicing. It was just day one. Day one of trying to have a better lifestyle. So give me a couple of weeks. I should be able to cycle up that hill, no problem. About the north side of Honolulu, what's the cheapest type of rail system to build? Because having a 2-car service and a 40-kilometer route with just 1 to 5 stops and a few mini clusters of people would work. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That you do make a good point. Like, let me see, like, where, like, let me just pick someone at random and hoping that they're wanting to go. So they're wanting to go to over here. So if I pick this one, they're willing to drive. So walking's out of the question. It's 4 hours, unless your name is Money Cash, and then that's a short stroll. But driving is... on the low end, 24 minutes. On the high end, 28 minutes. And it costs $20 in fuel and $5 parking. So yeah, you just got to do less than thingy. But they'll still, even if it's longer via train, they'll still use it providing it's cheaper. So, yeah. I should show you one of the hills I sometimes cycle up. I did use to struggle, but learn to use my gears more. 4-hour walk is to school and back, so I guess sometimes I do that in a day. Damn! Damn! The giant mountain highway still takes a little bit, so potential. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of options we can do. There is a lot of options. So we're going to keep extending this this blue line right now. Right, what's my daily operational profits? Still hovering around the 70. We need to get more people on the line. Now, I don't want to keep reducing the prices. Okay, these last 2 days, we've made 74 and 74 million. Okay? Let's see if I put it to... I know this is counterintuitive. Let's see if I reduce it to $6. If I can entice more people on the train. I was going to up it. It was going to be counterintuitive to up it, but I'm going to lower it and see what happens. And then we'll up it and see what happens. Twill be interesting. Twill be interesting. Can't wait for the stream. Cobtrol will make it easier for me to get off. The Steam control. I'll make it easier for me to get off my computer mouse. I had to figure out what you were trying to say there, Boulder. I had a moment. Your boy had a moment right there. Right. How much do we need to commit to this build, by the way? 235 million. Right. What's the time of day anyway? It's midday. We could break the operational profit on the past 2 days. But I am now kind of slightly overloading my network, but it is what it is. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Right. Right, we've almost got enough money. There we go. We're about to break even. So we should make a little bit more money on the old 6. 6 is what I had it to originally. So I think we'll keep it at 6. We'll keep it at 6. So what was the build on this again? Sorry, 235 million. Nice. And that's going to unlock some new areas. Not really high. We need more people over here, but it's pushing us in that direction anyway. So it unlocks a little bit more of the world. And it was mainly for, like here. It's nice and blue around here where we're transporting people, but very red down there. So we need to get more people down there. You could make the argument that the higher the ticket price could allow you to reduce the frequency, saving you money on fewer people. That's another good point as well. That's one thing I haven't experimented with. The fact that increasing the ticket price obviously does reduce the demand. So yeah, you are right. I could take some trains off as well. But then the other argument against that, if the frequency becomes lower, so if the train's every 10 minutes instead of every 5 minutes because of frequencies, is that then artificially adding on an extra 5 minutes onto someone's journey so then they decide to drive or walk? I think that's what I like about this game the most. It's the mind micromanagement you have to go through and the level of complexity. It's like, this game doesn't seem that complex, but then when you start balancing with passenger-related things, the complexity really kicks in and you're like, damn, this is actually quite a good game for, like, managing. So, it's just finding the balance, isn't it? It is just finding that balance. I like it. That's what I like about this game. Right, we've got the cost. We can build the blueprints. Yeah, I think the frequency does impact ridership, but particularly journeys with transfers. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I like about this game. There's so many different angles you can play it at. So edit this route. Let me just add in these additional stops. So I'm not going to add additional trains to this, because obviously that will then warrant spending more money. So let's just try around. Let's just try around. Adjust the number. Okay, the blue's going to have issues now. It figures out what it's going to do. Adjust the number of cars per train when you raise prices. Saves you having to buy more cars. All my trains have the maximum amount of cars on them. We're already maxed out on all of them. Oh, these people are now starting to move. So, quickly, workers, select you. This should now hopefully start to go a little bit more blue. That's turned blue. That's going purpley, pinky color. So's that and that. We're now kind of moving. Oh, that's all blue down there. The developer is adding even more complexity data in the next update. Oh my goodness me. What? What's he adding, Emperor? Tell me everything that you know right now. Tell me everything you know right now. So where do these guys want to go anyway? They want to go... Wait, where do they want to go? Yeah, I'm not running a train line that way. You've got no chance. You've got no chance right now. You've got no chance. No, like lower the amount of cars because there is less demand. I could do, yeah. That is also a possibility. Because I could do it on like for example, if I check the route ridership, we have 14,000 people utilizing the pink line. Now, if I view the pink line trains, does anything ever go above 400? Now, granted, we have to wait for rush hour to find this knowledge out, but if it never really goes above 400, I could take 2 cars off per train. You know what I mean? But we'll have to wait for rush hour to find that out. Because right now, it's a shame you can't change the configurator per demand. But then how would the train, like logically, as the train's going from medium to high demand, how does it add more carriages without going back to a depot? And that's just them wasting time. Income and household data and mass selecting the lines to show people's routes. Ooh, income and household data. That's crazy. So, wow. So income data. So does that mean then you're kind of fixated to run lines through low income areas for people who can't afford cars? And then people who can afford cars and have abundance of money, they're willing to spend the money to save time via drive. That's going to add too much more. That's going to add so much more complexity. It really is. Right, this is high demand right now. I haven't seen anything above 400. I've seen a couple of trains in the 300s. So I reckon, you know what? I reckon we can get rid of there on that pink line. Yeah, you might be right here. We might be able to do some shenanigans here. And I think it might be the same for the green line. I think it might be the same as well. Oh no, one train was over 400 then. It's like we don't need this many trains. Let me drop that down to 2 as well. We'll drop it on them too. Having the number of trains per carriages does reduce expenses, but doesn't halve them. No, I know it doesn't halve them. It literally says there how much it drops it down by. Literally says it. So when you double the carriages, it's 204. But then when you half the carriages, so we've saved 30 grand an hour. Ooh, 30 grand an hour. So that's 720,000 a day we've just saved. Times that by 2, we've just saved 1.4 million a day by reducing the trains on those 2 lines, or the carriages on those lines. Nice. Nice. Right, where are we at to now then on the upper... Oh, there we go. Operational profit is over 100 million, which means I could now get that bond, which is not bad. But let me just extend a little bit further on this blue line. That might even be per train. Oh, don't lie. Is it per train? Let me see. Let me just read that again. It says cars per train, 800 capacity per train, 204 an hour. Now, it doesn't say whether that is per train or per... It says... I mean, this whole thing's here is within cars per train, so you'd assume it's per train, right? Yeah. Doesn't seem to vary based on how many trains you have. It's just the trains on the line, though, isn't it? No, you are right there. I could have 20 trains. Okay, so by that logic, so if it doesn't vary based on trains, that means it's per train then, isn't it? The fact that that dropped down... Oh no, I'm clicking the wrong buttons. The fact that that dropped down by 30 grand, you ready? Yeah. So it's per train. Damn, it's per train. And that probably then equates to why I've just had a huge skyrocket in operational profit from 70 millions. Damn! Right, okay, let me reevaluate some of my other lines. Because that's huge. The yellow line. I think there's moments the yellow line does require to have over 400. Let me drop that. So, you could argue I've got 15 trains here. So 15 times 30 is how much I'm saving per hour in the rush hour. Oh my goodness me, that's just disgusting behavior. You're welcome. I appreciate that. You're an absolute legend for making me aware of that. I've never really thought about doing that. Only because I'm so used to playing my New York series where I need the capacity. That's actually a pretty good way to do it. Right, let's take this a little bit further now. Not much further we've got to go, but we'll do a stop here. Stop there. And yeah, I think that's probably as far as you would want to go. So, stop there. We'll do a stop there. And I'm just going to do a stop here. Then everyone else has to then walk over here, unfortunately. What's going on, Womp Wara? How are you doing, fool? How are you doing right now? A little birdie tells me you've been doing some shenanigans. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Right, that will do. That will do. What I'm annoyed at, the only thing is, if you, for example, reduce the line down to 2 carriages, it takes you getting 3 more trains to send the expenses back up. It is true. It is true. But 3 more trains to send the expenses back up versus having double the amount of carriages and adding 3 more trains. It's a tricky balance. It's like many things in this game. It's just another thing you've got to think of and another thing you've got to balance. Another mind game. I love it. I absolutely love it. But all of a sudden, we're just now making like ridiculous amounts of profit. So you're telling me I've been struggling this whole time and all I need to do is just reduce my carriages? That just shows you how used to the New York series that I am. Yeah. I'm doing good. What's going on, Megan, you fool? Alright, get to there. No shenanigans. You sure? So you could just experiment with reducing the number of trains as well. Yeah, I think, especially on the... I don't think we need that many, to be honest with you. I don't think we need that many. And there's bigger savings in just getting rid of a train altogether. So for the blue line, I've extended the blue line now twice. But I'm not adding any more trains to it. Whereas before, I would have added more trains to reduce the frequency. But I'm not going to. I want to see what it's like. So there might be an issue right now as they figure out where they've got to go. But I'm not going to. I just want to see what changes. If anything changes. There was no stream with no surprise at the end of it. I've heard about some stuff. Do the extension quad-tracked for the future express service? I can't. I ain't got enough money. I ain't got enough money, Aiden. I'm a poor boy. I'm a broke boy right now. What have you heard? Well, that will be telling. That would be telling. Add the crossover at the end of the extension. I added the crossover. Are you blind, sir? Do you need to put on your seeing glasses? Right. So blue line should now start getting more and more. It actually might become the second most used line. Warnings. Pink train at capacity. Yellow train at capacity. See, that's the only downside now. We're going to have to get hit with a couple of warning messages. But am I bothered? Am I bothered? Nah. We'll live. We will live. We need more Fish Town episodes. There's one coming out tomorrow. Do you want a little hint? I build a port. Nice. Whenever I build a big extension, I reduce all lines to 1 trains to increase it by 1 until the warning disappears. It maximizes profits by then, so it makes me how much I waste sometimes. That's actually kind of true. That is true. Right, I'm now getting more capacity issues than ever before. But I'm going to leave it. I'm going to be brave here, guys. I'm going to be strong here right now. Baldo, it's not going to crash again. Now that I've said it, it's going to be jinxed. Now that I've said it, it's going to be low-key jinxed. Right. Very good. So now we've got a little bit of cash coming in. Should I try and see if I can separate some of these lines? Just for the funsies. Because I can't afford to delete them. Okay. I can't afford to build quad tracks. And it's going to be really annoying to get rid of the lines. So should I do my idea of running parallel with these singular stations just to see if it would work? I'm going to attempt it. And we'll do it on these 2 stops here. Just save you fall. No! I like living on the edge. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I want to test it. It's something that I want to test because I want to learn. So if I did that there. And then I did... Oh, we're deleting buildings. Right, no. The answer's no. The answer's going to be no unless I pay to delete buildings. Right, okay. Okay. Yeah, you can run parallel. I made it work. Yeah, I know we could. I know we can kind of do it. It's just I don't want to delete buildings. Okay, right. I'm going to delete the buildings only because this is going to be a learning exercise for me. So I'm going to pay to delete buildings. I wouldn't normally do this, but this is a learning exercise for me right now. I want to try it because I could apply this knowledge to my New York series if needs be. So I know I can do quad, right? I know I can do quad before you say it in the chat. I want to see what it's like upgrading and changing existing networks. So leave me alone. Mr. Pastor, you're late. Where have you been? Where have you been? You damn fool. What's going on, Mr. Pastor? Progress in the name of science. Let's do it. This is in the name of science, boys. In the name of science. Right, I'm just realizing this is also going to delete a lot of a lot more buildings. But like I said, this is in the name of science, guys. In the name of science. In the name of science. I'm sorry, I was watching the nerd stream. Damn! He is a nerd. That is true. He is a nerd. Right, let me... Insufficient funds. How much is that going to cost me? Okay, in the name of science, I'm getting the big bond. Right, there we go. There we go. So build those blueprints. So it's completely oof those buildings. And what I'm going to do, because there is 3 lines here in total. There's the red line, which you can't see, the yellow line, and the pink line. And we're now going to attempt to separate them. So I think what I'll do first is work with the pink line. So we'll put the pink line on the most outer side. So the pink line on the most outer side. Bringing you into there. So that will connect into there. And then here. Here, I'm going to make it do that. So it doesn't like the idea of... It's because that's way too high, isn't it? I'm going to bring it up to a 10. So more buildings being deleted. More buildings being deleted. Right, build those blueprints. So now I should be able to readjust the pink line. This is actually kind of exciting. I'm actually enjoying this. So edit the route. So if I get right in, get rid of you and you, and put them on you and you. Now I feel like I've just discovered a completely different way to play the game. So they run on the outer skirt ones, and they now have their own separate dedicated section. Don't separate the services unless there is an express service. No, I'm experimenting full. Also, I'm separating because I don't want to share this small bit of track, because some trains are getting held up. This is the name of science, okay? Remember, this is in the name of science. So I can delete that. Oh no, I've got to wait for them to all kind of finish. Delete you. And then I can't delete that yet because the yellow is utilizing that bit of line. So that's worked there. Now I could do the same thing on these 3 stations and then separate the yellow and the red line. Interesting. So that's worked then. Now granted it's very expensive, okay? But I'm learning a lesson here. This is kind of fun to like play around. This is kind of fun to play around. I do like this. I do like this. All right, very good, very good, very good. So, I don't think I'll have the money though to be able to do that. But at least that pink line is now separate. I've taken 1 train off each one. Now, what's going to be hurting me is the bond that I just got. That's going to be destroying any profit I had. But like I said, guys, it was all in the name of science, okay? It was all in the name of science. So we know it would work. We know it would work. We know it would work. I'd like to know how busy that station is now becoming. So what is the busiest station that we have? It's got to be the airport one, right? Yeah. But that one's pretty busy as well. Yeah, very busy, boys. Sometimes it's easy to do another set of double tracks above or below, although it can be awkward selecting the... Yeah, I get that. I remember you telling me about your little trick in the Discord about kind of stacking them. That's great. But like you said, I like to be able to see the lines and visually, you know. But yeah, I get it. I get it. Right. You can still separate the red and the yellow 2 stations. I could, yeah. I could separate them and merge them onto the same tracks. That could kind of help. So I could do that for now until I've got like money to be able to kind of play around with that. So that's not too bad of an idea. So I could bring you... Oh, no, undo. So I can bring you both in. And then go back down. Oi, I'm trying to select you. To be honest with you, this is going to go and merge over to this anyway. So bring that up to a 10. The gradient is completely off there, isn't it? Right, let's pull that into there. I'm not a fan of that. Let me just bring this up. Oh no, the height's coming down, sorry. I'll do it on a 7. No. We've had more options on a 10, didn't we? Right, let me undo that. I mean, how far have I got to stretch it? It's actually on a 5, isn't it? I just realised it's on a 5. I thought, for some reason, I thought it was higher. Right, that works like that. So for now, I can at least separate it a little bit. You sure it isn't? Yeah, it was already on a 5. I just realised. I don't know why I thought it was higher than what it was. Anyway, we'll separate the yellow line on them 2 stations. This is micromanaging at its finest. All for the funsies, boys. All for the funsies. Ooh, do we now have an issue with... Why are they going through? Here. 16, 15, 14, 47. 47? Where'd you get 47 from? Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Then add you in. So 33 and 32. How do you add, like, in the middle? Right, let me just go play mode. Just for a quick... Let me confirm those changes. Right, and then delete tracks. Right, just delete them. What's going on with the yellow line there, anyway? So, edit the route. $25? How do you add it on to, like... This is the one time the game hasn't auto-updated how it's meant to go. Where are you getting 25 from? It does seem a little confused. It's really confused right now. I don't see how it's got... Where's 24? Where's 24 in all of this? 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 24 here. So, okay, hold on. 32 is Alakawa Street, which is here. Do you reckon it might be worth me getting rid of it all? Try taking off a station before it. I'll take off that one. And I'll take off this one. I mean, it understands how to run through it. No, something's not right here. Something's not right. Something's not right on this. And I don't understand, because you take it off. It's able to run through normally anyway. Why is it going off to the right? Going off to the right? What do you mean going off to the right? I have no idea why it's doing that. It runs through here anyway. But it says that's 25 and 24 is over here. Oh, is it this issue? Hold on, if I put this one on instead of this one. So that's 24. No, and then there's 25. What is going on? I love how you called us fools. I think I'm the fool right now. Now, obviously I can make it go there, right? Can't even make it go there. I can't even make it go there. Right, it's not going to stop at them 2 stations at a minute. For just a minute. Okay. Let me just quickly build station single. Let me just try something here. So build tracks. We're able to go... Huh? Oh, is that a 10? I gotta do a 10 here? Wait, what? What is the elevation of this? What is the elevation of that? More importantly. It's because that's coming down, isn't it? If I did it like here... No. Permission to cry. Confused by serving technically 2 different stations. I don't get how, though. Because when I zoom out, it's 1 station. Right, let me just attempt something real quick, by the way. I'm just going to bodge this. We're just going to quickly bodge this as much as we can. You know what? Undo. I'm going to do it on the ground. Nope. What elevation is that? I can't do it on a 5 and I can't do it on a 10. What elevation are you? A 3. Right, there we go. I'm ready to rage quit. Right, I'm just trying something right now. Is the connection on the other side correct? Yes, it is correct. It is correct. So let me run it. How many more of these can I build? Right, build tracks. So maybe building quad stations was the better idea. Right, come off. So I know that's going to be high, so come off there. Right, commit to them. Now we're completely bypassing. Now we're completely bypassing this whole little strip. So edit, get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. So now it doesn't even run on this. So we know that this station here is 29. So this should become 30, right? No, 7. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh! I wonder if I get rid of this and then redo it. Where did my membership go? Ah, lol. Station ordering.exe has started working. It legit has. It legit has. So there's one, which makes that number 2. So it breaks around here. So to bring it there, 1, 2, 3, right? So bam, bam, bam. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 0. So it breaks here somewhere. It breaks there on that station. Why does it break there? Now, if I was to commit to doing all of this, I'm wondering if it's because it's sharing the other station that it doesn't feel comfortable. Let's find out. Let's find out right now. Insufficient funds. Of course I've got insufficient funds. Build tracks. I'm just curious to see if it's because they feel like they're not sharing the station. So let's bring that to there. And that runs in. And then I've just got to get... And this is going to be difficult, this bit here. You damn fool!
At Aradash, not fresh, has become a fool.
What's going on? Alright, you damn fool. Appreciate it right now. Appreciate it right now. But get out of here. Hold on, I'm going to give you the womp womp in just a minute. Enjoy it. Enjoy the womp wompathon. Right, clearly I don't have enough money for this. I am going to grab the... Oh, I can't even get the other bond. Right, I'm just wondering, because I've got a dual station, I've separated other station. I mean, it should work. It should work. I'm just trying to figure out why it breaks here. Wait, with that logic, does it break further down? On the yellow line? No, so when it splits off back into a dual, it doesn't break there. But it's breaking here. It's breaking here. What? Why is the yellow line now on other lines? What's going on here? Also, where are my other lines? I haven't finished the experiment, Aiden. Stop being a negative Nancy right now. I haven't finished the experiment, fool. Where are my other lines? What? Right, let me quickly save it. Right, the lines are back. The lines are back right now. The lines are back. Yeah, they were just hidden. There was a visual bug there. I think it changed my pink line to yellow. That was weird. That was really weird. Weird and hilarious all at the same time. So I just want to commit to this side bit of extension that I'm building to see if that fixes the yellow line. And if it does, then I know what the issue is. And at least I'm going to be happy that I've learnt that lesson today. I'll explain it in just a minute. If it don't work, then we'll forget about it. We will forget about it. But I'm just waiting to commit to this build. And then we're going to be winning. I don't think I'm going to continue this after on next week. We'll probably play a different game next week. Just letting you all know. There's only so many times I can wait to make money. Right, build blueprints. So let's see if this actually does what I'm thinking it's going to do. So edit the route and get rid, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Right, we're still using the middle, and that's because I don't know why they're using the middle. So it's not fixed it at all. It's weird, isn't it? It doesn't understand its routing. And it's all because of that station. I've took that one off. Oh no, it's still doing it wrong as well. Oh no, we're missing that one there. So getting that one in. Let me switch this one back over. We're doing a loop-de-loop now, boys. Well, let me confirm them. I'm wondering if it's like a visual bug. What if it's a visual bug? Like how it made my ping... No, it's definitely not a visual bug. It's looping itself round again. You know what I think it's actually doing? Well, I know what it's doing. It's kind of coming to here and then figuring out it can go back this way. That's what's triggering it, and that's what's messing it up. That's exactly what's messing it up. So if I did this... Oh, I don't actually know how I'm going to do this. It's thinking it can continue to go round when it shouldn't be able to. But I need to change the tracks to say that it can't do that. And I need to delete these tracks. So I delete them. And then I would have to delete these. But the problem is it's using them. If I can delete them 2 tracks there, it breaks the loop that it's trying to create. Right, I've got this now. If this works, I figured out what the issue is. And it's an interesting bug. But I've now figured out what the issue is. If I get rid of you. And... Right, get rid of you. Let me just get rid of all of these so it can't come up here. But then again, it's still going to come up here though, isn't it? Because it needs to turn around. No. Okay, confirm changes. Delete these tracks. Oh, I can't select that one. I don't know if it's a clear, apparently. How much clearer do you need to be? There we go. Right, okay. I'm gonna put it on the line right now. This should now fix it. This should now fix it. Because it was trying to loop itself round. because it was seeing going around the loop being the shorter direction to the next station, which made it think it was the wrong station. So, no. It's fixed it. It's no longer looping itself back, but it's got the order of the stations completely wrong. Like, that's 25 there. How are you going from 47 to 25? Well, you're not, because you're going from 47. And then you're going all the way to... Where's... 47's in the end. And it's going back to 0. Right, if that's what you want to do, boys, that's what you want to do right now. Oh, wait, did I not confirm it? Right, I don't know at this point. I don't know what the issue is at this point. The game is confused. The game is confused. Yellow line. Blockages. Of course there is. This is also your New York play? No. This is Honolulu. Honolulu. But it works in logic. It worked completely fine for the pink line. There is something wrong with this yellow line, and I can't quite pinpoint what the issue is. I wonder if they're using a crissy-crossy point somewhere. Right, last thing I'm going to do is just follow this line. So they definitely won't be using the crissy-crossy here. Definitely won't be using the crissy-crossy there. Is there a crissy-crossy they're using anywhere here? Not until there, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the mind boggles. The mind boggles. Anyway, we're going to save. I appreciate you all watching. We're going to get out of here, boys. I'm going to see it out of right now. I'll see you all either tomorrow on my main channel for my main channel stream, or if not, boys, I'll see you here next week anyway. Until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.